So I'm hearing that you make someone feel like a rookie. Somebody feels like a rookie. For some reason, it feels like it's a love reading, but maybe not. Let's see. Honey roses. Welcome to my channel. I am Mystic Alchemy. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Let's see what this is about. You make someone feel like a rookie. Let's see. Yeah, it is love. The first card that comes out is a love card, but it's in reversal. See? So this is someone that is giving, it didn't work out. And there's something about them not learning the lesson that they should have learned before, like prior to you. Like there was things that they had a chance to learn, but they didn't learn. They didn't take the time to learn, okay? So they didn't have much to give when they finally had the ability to, or the opportunity to receive someone like you. They didn't know how to keep you once they had you, is what I'm getting. They couldn't keep you because they didn't know any better. It ended because they didn't know how to handle you, treat you, provide for you emotionally, I'm hearing. So it's given that this person was like emotionally unavailable. You had all the love, and this person, it seems like there was something going on with theirs. They could have been immature, okay? That's what I'm getting so far. Like there could have been some immaturity here with them. And they could have been quick-tempered. I'm hearing quick-tempered. Quick-tempered. They're thinking about what they could have given you as opposed to what they actually did give you. And they're very regretful for the way they handled you. And that's what they keep thinking about here, because it's over the the Six of Cups is right below the Hanged Man. So they know that they're the reason why the situation ended, why the relationship ended. They feel as though it was their fault. Because I'm seeing here you coming out as a Queen of Cups. And they're coming out as a Page of Cups in reverse. You expected this person to show you something different, like something more than what they actually did show you. But it was like once you realized what they had to offer wasn't much, you had to like rethink your thoughts. Like you had to challenge yourself to break away from the situation, to move on to the next situation. And I feel like it was a challenge because you wanted it to work. It feels like you wanted this situation to work. There's something about the way this person spoke initially. You just felt like this was someone that you can actually build with. There's something about how they spoke in the beginning. The discussions you had, it made you feel hopeful that this was a situation that was actually going to work out for the better for you. But then soon after, you realized that this person, like it was either a facade that they were putting up, or they have two sides to them, or they're more immature than you thought. And you had to hurry up and really put your trust in the Most High in order for you to get away from the situation safely. I heard unscathed. Because you were waiting for a love that didn't exist with this person for a while. And there's something about the past people that they chose to be with being a little, I heard asi, a little imbalanced. There's some illusion about their past that it makes you uncomfortable when you think about it. There's some type of illusion about their past, like they're not sharing everything with you. They didn't share a certain aspect about themselves that was important. Like they left it out. They left something out that would have a lot of importance because they were trying to manipulate something. That's why they left it out. They left some information out because they were trying to like move you in a way where they can make sure that they get what they want out of this interaction between you and them, or this relationship. And your strength took over to like make sure that you moved yourself out of the way, so this person can continue to move on. Because if you didn't make the decision to end it and not go back, this person still would have been attached to you. And then there's something about, I heard this person had many choices, but they wanted you. You're the only one with passion. You're the only one with, because the Queen of Wands is here. You're the only one with the passion and the know-how. Remember I told you there's something about the people in their past that they've been in relationships with. They never end up with someone of substance, like somebody who actually wants something for themselves. They always end up with someone who's kind of like flailing, like someone who doesn't really want anything for themselves, and kind of like, I heard tags them. They tag them. So they were used to that way. So it's kind of like, even though they knew that they saw you as better quality, even no matter how bad that sounds, like they saw you as better quality. But at the same time, they were lying to themselves, telling themselves that you were just as the rest. Like you were just like the rest. Like, so what's the point of putting all this effort in you when you're just going to end up being just like everyone else from their past that didn't work? But they saw the proof of your true nature right in front of them and then denied it. Like they saw it. They saw you for you, but then denied what they saw. They weren't being honest with themselves, which is weird. But in all honesty, they don't really have that much to give. They talk a good game though. And in the beginning, what attracted you to them is because you picked up on their intelligence. Like they have some type of know-how to them, but they don't really utilize it. Like they choose to be immature. It's a choice. They don't have to be, but that's what they choose. Yeah, they're sad because they did walk away, or you walked away from them. They were lying to themselves. They should have never compared you. And I'm hearing they should have treated you with respect. There's some type of disrespect that happened here. It's like they saw you as stable, but they wanted to say that you were unstable. It feels like fear. Like this person was in fear. And they felt like I feel like the relationship between this person has childish ways, right? But at the same time, I feel like they do have some like good qualities about them. Like they're not all bad. And you know that. That's why you were attracted to them, right? But there's this other aspect of them that gets stuck in this way of being a pessimistic, or having a pessimistic energy to them, where before something falls through, before it actually, like, there's proof that it's not going to work, they just say it's not going to work. And they did that to you. But at the same time, they knew that you were giving them love. But it's like it's like they manifested the breakup without even realizing they did, because they're pessimistic. They don't have a positive outlook. Like, you were that person that would have given them that oomph to actually adjust their behavior in a way that would create a harmonious relationship. But because this person chose to just assume that you were like everyone else in their past, they forfeited the opportunity with you out of fear. They forfeited the opportunity with you out of fear. That's what I'm getting here. Now, all they do is meditate on you and how you're still the same person that they met and they expected you to change. You're still the same person that they met. You know how a lot of times I say, what was I about to say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, innocent until proven guilty. This person deemed you as guilty before even allowing the relationship to unfold. It's like this person was just like, oh, no. Honey Rose is going to be like the rest of them. I don't see anything different for me, because this always happens for me. This always happens to me. I get with somebody and it just doesn't work. So I might as well just forget about this situation and just accuse this person of doing things and create arguments, because it's not going to work anyway. So I might as well just have fun and just be messy and toxic just because it's not going to work anyway. So why should I care? Like, this person has been through a lot with people, and I feel like it made them like kind of rotten. Like they're spoiled. Like their outlook is very spoiled when it comes to an actual relationship, like a romantic relationship that can thrive, right? That's what I'm seeing. Allow. This is what this person didn't do. They didn't allow, and that's what they needed. They needed to allow. Okay. Cave of comfort, retreat is here. They're realizing that you are a retreat. You were like a retreat to them. They found so much comfort in you, but they squandered it, worried about their thought process, because they were just thinking about, like, their mind automatically equated you to past relationships that didn't mean them well and didn't turn out well. They didn't give you a chance. They didn't give both of you a chance, not just you, but they didn't even give themselves a chance, okay? Not just you. It's kind of like, at this rate, with this person's behavior, it'll be very difficult for them to stay in a relationship because of their views of relationships. They're afraid to truly open up, so they're closing themselves off. So they'll get in a relationship, but then close themselves off. Prosperity and embody. It's like you embody prosperity. And not just financially, but I see financially here too, because I see the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Sun, and the High Priestess. So you are gorgeous. Like, you just look gorgeous out here. So this person saw how gorgeous you are, and they noticed it. They recognized it. But they just felt like something was going to go wrong. So instead of them allowing things to go wrong if they were going to go wrong, or allowing them to pan out however they were going to pan out, go right, go wrong, they didn't allow the relationship to unfold naturally. They manipulated it with their influence of negativity from the past baggage, the past relationships that went wrong. And so it tainted the possibilities between you, the both of you, and it ended prematurely. It wasn't supposed to end that fast. It was because this person's energy was just like spoiling the whole relationship when it didn't have to be that way. Because I feel like it could have been better. It could have actually at least had a chance. Like, this person's energy really messed up the chances between the two of you. So it's like they know for sure now that you embody everything that they actually want in a relationship, but they've lost you. And I'm hearing they know that the only one to fault is themselves. They know that the only one to fault is themselves. See, this is a person that needs time to heal, because they'll keep on doing this over and over again. Every time they get into a relationship, whether it's a good person or a bad person, they're going to do the same thing. Loving the self on all levels. That's what this, I feel like you do that already, but this person really needs spiritual guidance, and they may not recognize how important spiritual guidance is. They might not even be into spirituality. So they don't have a foundation to pull from. Like, they don't know where to pull energy from to get guidance. So they're just like, they just are swaying with the wind. And they're going by their emotional impulse. They move by impulse. And it's just not good to make decisions on impulse, because you can really make some bad decisions when you make them very quickly without thinking, without researching and doing your research, making sure it's right for you. Shielding, protecting, and grounding. I feel like you are that. This person is realizing that you are so much more than just abundance. You also, just because of who you are, you have like this protective and grounding energy that could shield a relationship because of your energy, like how you choose to approach relationships. You have this automatic like force field around you because you have this spiritual strength within you. And it just aligns with you, and whoever ends up with you is also going to be in alignment with that same frequency. Bonding with the rhythm of life. Yeah. That goes along with what I just said. I just feel like you are the shield, the protection, and the grounding because of your spiritual connection. Whoever you end up with is going to be in alignment with that spiritual connection, especially if they are a loving person, especially if they are someone who really resonates with your frequency. You would become like this very strong power couple. And with this relationship, this very well could have been that, but because this person was so tainted, hurt, and needed to heal, they messed up something good. And that's why I always stress how important it is for you to heal and not be like angry about past relationships, so that you don't bring that same energy to a new relationship, because it'll just fall apart. Because all the pain from the past relationship will trickle down into the new relationship, and the new person will end up paying a debt for the last person's mishaps or the last person's overspending. I just heard, like, that's like someone who, like, say for instance, you're in a relationship and it's such a bad relationship that your energy is depleted after it's over, and you have to build all of your energy back up. So it's like the past people in this person's energy spent all their energy up. They had nothing left. And then when they got to you, they still had nothing left, and they didn't even give themselves a chance to replenish from the last relationship. They hopped into the relationship with you and had nothing to give you because they gave it all to the last people. So it's like you end up getting into the relationship, seeing the best of them at first because that's what they present to you. But then day by day, you notice how wounded they are and how hurt they are and how they start to inflict their pain on you. And that's the energy I'm giving. That's what this person did. So just know that because this person may not even know that they need to heal, they may not even be able to grasp that concept yet because they haven't gotten there yet. The reason why they behaved the way they did and they were so pessimistic is because they were hurt and they didn't really know how to filter that pain and get to the root of the problem to get that shadow work done. They didn't know where to start or what to do. And you just ended up walking into the crossfire of their emotions and of their unknowingness, like, you know. But I'm actually proud of you because it didn't stop you from continuing to move forward though with yourself. It may have hurt you and you really felt like you wish it had have worked, but I feel like you're a quick mover. You don't allow yourself to stay stagnant for too long. You kind of push yourself to keep going even when it's hard. And that's the best thing that you could do when you're feeling stuck, because if you feel stuck and then you stop, you're going to be stuck for even longer. So the key is to push yourself even when you feel like you can't do it anymore. And then you go beyond what you think that you can accomplish. Okay, that's when you really build that like spiritual muscle to the point where you're going to win. Like you are. Like you're going to win regardless. And I feel like you have that warrior spirit, that you're like a spiritual warrior because you keep going even when it's tough. And then the more you keep going, the more that those ill feelings from what felt like was a defeat for you, you realize was a win because you learned something that you would never have learned if you didn't experience that. Okay? So this reading is just really basically to tell you how strong you truly are and how you are protection just because of the frequency you have, because of the love that emits from you, because this person saw you as like love, saw you as love, found a lot of comfort and protection with you. The Cave of Comfort card came out, but this person just denied what they saw. Like, and it was something good, but they denied the goodness in you because they feared that it would end. So they have a tendency to end relationships prematurely because it's in some strange way they feel like they will win. They win something. Like they feel like, oh, this person's probably just going to break up with me and treat me bad, so I'm just going to break up with them first and make them feel bad first. But they don't realize that they're actually playing themselves. They don't know that because they're so hurt that their pain speaks. They don't speak. Their pain controls them. So yeah, this message is also to be mindful of getting into new relationships if you're still in pain from the last one. Like, it's okay. I'm not saying don't date, don't talk to people. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to getting serious, be careful with that, because if you're still hurting, then there's a high possibility that there could be some projections, not unless you're at that point where you know better, or where you know at least how to be better when you are still in pain from a previous relationship. Because not everybody knows how to do that. It's difficult when you've been through a relationship that hurt you. So yeah, Spirit wants you to know your strength, tell you great job, because you were able to get through this situation regardless of how difficult it was. You were able to prove your worth to the Most High that you are worthy to actually obtain a loving relationship, because this person wasn't necessarily ready for you, but you show that you're ready for a real relationship, though, you see, because of how you handled the situation. So it might feel like a defeat, but it's actually a win. So kudos to you. Congratulations. You did an amazing job, and the Most High is very proud of you, happy for you. And Spirit is clapping and celebrating just off the strength of how you handled this situation. Even through the pain, you kept going. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope this message does find who it needs to find. And thank you for being here. Always remember that God is in you and the magic is too, because you are magic. Much love to you.